Men of Reddit, what's a myth about men that's 100% untrue and it infuriates you whenever you hear it? Ya know what? I did give a crap about my wedding day. I cannot believe the amount of people, mostly ladies, who just straight up assumed all you have to remember is where to be and to say I do right. Ho ho ho. Freaking annoying. I had ideas of how I wanted it to look and how I wanted it to go as well. But my goodness, not a single person thought I gave a crap even though I constantly was trying to give my take on stuff. It was always met with, oh you don't need to worry about that, or oh the ladies will figure that out. Like, this is infuriating. People are always so surprised when we were planning a wedding and I said I'm in charge of catering, the cake, the DJ, and centerpieces. They were amazed that I cared about my wedding and wanted to help plan it. Men only talk to women because they want something from them. This happened to me a lot in middle school and the beginning of high school because I had a lot of female friends. I'm not girl crazy. It's just not hard for me to make friends with both guys and girls. Yeah, I do want something. I want someone to talk to. That's pretty much it. How men are on commercials. How we can't do laundry, cook, raise kids, or anything without our wives coming to show us how. Look, buttholes. I'm single and I do all my own cleaning, laundry, dishes, etc. I have never stared at a mop like it was a plasma death ray, nor have I ever had to rush out to buy dinner because I burned mine. Well, a few times when drunk, but that's not the same thing. I also am capable of taking care of a baby without having to call a woman to give me directions. I don't have kids, but I have younger cousins and whatnot. I can change a diaper and bottle feed just fine. Thank you. I'm a girl with a whole bunch of younger brothers. My mom insisted that she wanted all of her sons to know how to cook, clean, do laundry, mend clothes, etc. And they do. These are important life skills, no matter your gender. Just like women should master certain masculine skills, like basic home maintenance and car repairs. That men don't have self-image issues. You only get to hear about body positivity when it's about women's bodies. That we must be swift as the coursing river, have the force of a great typhoon, possess the strength of a raging fire, and be as mysterious as the dark side of the moon. I freaking love Bath and Body Works. I love mojitos, margs, and other fruity cocktails. I will always buy pads, tampons when asked. I cry sometimes. I can point out notice a good looking guy, as a straight guy. This is the one that gets me the most. Sometimes I feel like I can't compliment a new haircut or whatever. I hate the no homo thing. A compliment isn't gay unless you make it gay. Men have to make the first move. This is in the context of relationships, not sex. I hate this. I'm too shy to make the first move. That we are emotionless. Sometimes it is not the right situation to show how you are feeling. Just because I am not showing it doesn't mean I am not feeling it. That they don't need compliments. I hate it when I do it to my male friends and some other acquaintance will overhear and tease me for it. But when I do it to a female friend, nobody gives crap. I believe that guys deserve to be complimented sincerely once in a while, like everybody else. We don't cook or do housework. Frick that, I come home from a hard day of work and cook my family dinner every night. We think about sex every 7 seconds. That all men cheat. I know just as many women that cheat, as well. Most men have zero issue asking for directions. I don't like being lost. It's goddamn annoying. I wouldn't call it a myth, but when a guy is helpful around the house and just courteous in general, sometimes a woman will say, your wife girlfriend has trained you well. No, we managed to become decent human beings without a woman's help. Frick you very much. Train sounds so creepy. That men are simple. That every erection means that we are frisky. That every erection means that we are frisky. Exactly, the penis does as the penis pleases. That men can't be victims of abuse or domestic violence from women. Yeah, we can. And statistically, if we report it, there's a solid chance that we'll be the ones going to jail for it, even if all we did was take it and not fight back. Screw that. If a man refuses sex, then he is no longer interested in his so or finds her unappealing or having a side chick. Or that all men are always interested in sex. Sometimes I just want to chill with someone I like and trust. That men are completely incompetent in the kitchen, doing laundry, other household chores. This is a stereotype perpetuated largely by network sitcoms. I hate when I out with my kids people jokingly say, "Are you on daddy duty?" I've never heard someone ask a mom if she's on mommy duty. It's assumed that men don't take their kids places, and it really annoys me because I work full time, but I also get my kids ready in the morning, cook them breakfast, prepare their lunches, eat lunch with them at school once per week, bring them to most doctor and dentist appointments. Men don't clean, wash or iron. I ironed once and got a restraining order from using one ever since. That if a man talks to a woman he must want to take her to bed. One time I was in a bar and I tapped a girl on the shoulder and said excuse me, and she immediately rolled her eyes and snapped back, "UHH, I have a boyfriend. UHH, I just want to get past you to the bar." That only creepy men enjoy being around children. The problem is society makes every man who enjoys being around children a creep. I love kids and they're very entertaining, but I have to be careful because people will be quick to judge and accuse me of things. Men don't cry. Had this forced into me from a young age by my mother. The fact that I have to keep all my negative emotions locked away because men are too manly to have bad feelings. It's probably really bad for my mental health having to suffer in silence, feeling that there's nobody to talk to. I like cute things and it does not emasculate me to talk about them. I baby talk at my dogs. Don't freaking act like you don't. I like pointless anime garbage whose sole purpose is to tickle the cute sensors in your brain. And I like seeing girls wear cute clothes regardless of whether or not I want to see those clothes come off. Now, I said it doesn't emasculate me to enjoy these things, but I still can't do it out loud because everyone else is such an insecure pea that I'll get harassed until the cows come home and leave and come back again. I baby talk at my dogs. Don't freaking act like you don't. I'm a 23-year-old male, was driving along with my friend, the same, the other day and yelled, "Look at the doggy," and he yelled back, "It's such a good boy." Apparently gender roles only exist when it comes to fixing something. I don't know why my wife continues to think that because I was born with a penis, I know how to refinish a deck, or repair our dryer, or put new lighting up in our kitchen. Men love it when women drop hints instead of being blunt. No, that crap's confusing. A woman could straight up tell me she wants to frick me and I'd be doing mental gymnastics trying to find out if she really meant it or not. I really hate how commercials pin us as completely incapable of taking care of children. And TV shows. That we need soap, shampoo, and conditioner all in one, because we don't know how to wash our butt correctly. What I gathered from the comments is that most people who use all-in-one products tend to view showering as a chore rather than self-care. That we can control our boners. Had a friend who thought that it was weird that someone could look at a woman and activate his dong. We can't control them, it's a reflex. In all seriousness, I had a friend who thought she was a sex expert and would try to tell guys how they should blah blah blah, all the while she was a virgin who, as it turned out, thought dongs were prehensile like an elephant's trunk. All men are the same. First of all, don't mix us up with her stupid ex. We're not all ravenous sex machines. I barely think about sex at all. If you catch me staring, I am not looking at you, believe me, I'm looking through you. I agree, I've spaced out looking at girls a lot. My brain goes elsewhere thinking about Minecraft or some crap. As a father of 5, 3 bio, 2 foster children, the automatic suspicion that surrounds me whenever I'm alone in public with my children is infuriating. One of our foster girls is black, I'm white, and I've had people outright follow me in public when I've taken her shopping for some one-on-one time. If you see a man with a child in public and you start with the assumption that he's a perv, that's sexism. My dad's brown, my mom's white, I came out looking very white. Folk used to ask me if I knew him all the time when we would go anywhere together. It was weird. Men are only interested in one thing, sex. Oh really? Is that why I'm reading a book, playing a game, getting dinner? Is that why I stopped talking to that girl after she went on and on about her reality shows being real? That they're somehow completely incapable of hating their bodies, whatever they look like. They must be completely happy with themselves. Unrealistic bodily expectations aren't limited to women. I used to avoid looking in the mirror and would avoid pictures because I hated how I looked so much. If I'm with my daughter, I'm not babysitting, I'm being a father. Men can't have insecurities. Yay, how about we flip-flop and reverse that right around? Insecurities have can't men. That we're so obsessed with sex we cheat at any chance we get. Nah, not interested. I don't want you. Don't want to hate myself. Don't want to lie to my girl. I'm not a terrible person. Men don't multitask. Yeah, I can easily drink beer and watch the TV at the same time. The false idea that men always want sex, or that erections equal arousal. This leads to male sexual assault survivors not being taken seriously. My wife thinks it's really weird when I absent-mindedly play with my penis while we're laying in bed. I can have a rock-hard boner and I'll just lay there wiggling it around while I'm browsing Reddit, not even thinking about it or remotely turned on. A woman can't hit a man, but a man can't hit a woman. Neither is allowed to hit the other, and if you do either way, make sure to accept any retaliation. Assuming the person you punched will sit back and not immediately go into self-defense is crazy to me. I'm a woman and I hate this stereotype. Nothing infuriates me, it just makes me disappointed and lose respect for the other person if it's false. Myths have real-world impacts. Two guys being close friends does not imply secret gay love. I'm looking at you, freaking fanfic writers who seem to think men showing any kind of affection for each other means they want to do each other up the butt. Women, men need to be more open about their feelings. Men, shows genuine friendship and affection with a male friend. Women, LMAO, you are gay. That dudes talk about sex. Let me get this clear. We do not. And if we do sometimes, it's nothing. And I mean nothing, compared to what girls talk about on a regular basis. Nothing. I can back this 100%. My GF comes back from work and tells me what her and her work friends talk about and it's mostly filth LMAO. That men can't cook. It's largely a US based stereotype, probably because of TV movies. But it pisses me off because in my household, I've exclusively cooked meals for the last 7 years. Even when people hear that I'm actually the one that cooks, they get all giddy. Oh, your wife is so lucky. It really isn't that big of a deal. God dang. You have been visited by the sniper kit. A good aim and also accuracy will come your way if you comment snipe well. Kit a like and subscribe, you magnificent person.